What does the bloodline look like if the Usos lose their titles, but Roman keeps his?
Yeah, good point.
What happens if Roman loses his championship, but the Usos keep theirs? Welcome to After the Bell. I am still Corey Graves. Consider this episode of After the Bell your WrestleMania primer. The interview with our very special guest, WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio, will be available as usual this coming Monday, but buckle up. We got a lot to get to and not too much time to get there. Joining me as he does each and every week, none other than KP, Kevin Patrick. KP, are you as excited as I am?
Yeah, I am. I'm counting down the days. I'm not going to be as busy as you. I mean, can you give folks a sense of just how busy Corey Graves is going to be for the entire WrestleMania week?
Well, listen, far be it from me to toot my own horn. Just kidding. WrestleMania is literally the busiest week of my life. As we record this, it's prior to WrestleMania Friday, but I will hop on a plane to Los Angeles Thursday, do the set reveal on Thursday evening, Friday morning, head to the arena, do rehearsals for Hall of Fame, which follows immediately after Friday Night SmackDown, WrestleMania edition. At some point, try to sleep because Saturday and Sunday, I have WrestleMania, and then you and I will reunite again on the Raw after WrestleMania, and then maybe I can take a breath. Perhaps.
Your voice is going to be raw by then. What a weekend, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. So, of course, it makes sense that I'm here flapping my gums even more than usual. But I'm excited, man. This is a week where everybody's at the top of their game. It is show up and show out for everybody involved, from the superstars that we will be watching on our screens, or if you're lucky enough to be in SoFi Stadium, to the crew behind the scenes. I usually save the thank yous for after WrestleMania week for everybody who survives, but everybody brings their A games. It is amazing to watch WrestleMania unfold and see how WWE truly takes over a city like no one else. LA is the place to be this weekend.
And it's had that gold star build-up. It really has. There's a real sensation and feeling of that WrestleMania is going Hollywood. I mean, it's been living up to the billing so far in every sense. And now we head to arguably the greatest stadium on planet Earth, in SoFi Stadium.
It is amazing.
I'm going to say this right now, folks. I'm going to drill it into your heads. Get there early, because John Cena is kicking off WrestleMania on Saturday, taking on Austin Theory for the United States Championship. That's the first match. You do not want to miss it because of LA traffic.
Right.
Get there early, get your bums in the seats, and enjoy the GOAT taking on Austin Theory.
Well, that definitely holds true for all events this weekend. You and I mentioned it on Monday Night Raw. Leave early. Give yourself plenty of time, because if LA is known for one thing, it's that world-famous traffic. So getting to SoFi Stadium could be a bit of a headache. Maybe somebody's listening to us, to the dulcet tones of our voices on After the Bell while they're approaching the Crypto.com Arena. That's what it's called now, right? The Crypto Arena in LA. It's no longer the Staples Center. But yeah, what a weekend it's going to be. It all kicks off tonight. You've got Friday Night SmackDown, followed by the WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony, which airs immediately following SmackDown on Peacock. Make sure you have your remote, your channel changer ready. And by the way, one of the inductees will be joining us right here on ATB, Rey Mysterio. I cannot wait to chat with the greatest mask of all time, as he likes to be called. So much to get to with Rey, talking about WrestleMania, talking about his match with Dom coming up. And by the way,
what's going on in his mind right now?
That all goes down before WrestleMania officially starts. Oh, and we'd be remiss if we didn't mention NXT Stand and Deliver. Saturday morning, if you're on the West Coast, it goes live at 10 a.m., 1 p.m. Eastern for those watching along at home. There's going to be a lot of content this weekend, KP.
Bud, I was chatting to my friend, Al Foran, who's heading over from Ireland to WrestleMania. And he's like, Kev, I'm in for everything. And
Did he ask you to say his name on the podcast? Did he ask you? Did he say, Kevin, can you please say my name on one of your projects? He's a
world-famous impressionist. He's doing great in the comedy scene, so I got to give Al a little shout-out.
Oh, so you were name-dropping.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. No, he's a good bud. And he said to me, like, he goes, I'm going to the Superstore. I'm going to go see the Dead Man show with The Undertaker. I'm going to Stand and Deliver. I'm going to race across town to SoFi Stadium. And I know he's not the only one. I know there's thousands of you listening right now that are doing the same thing, that are going to head to every single event you can possibly go to. It's going to be jammers. And To think Friday Night SmackDown follows into the Hall of Fame for those, I mean, for any of us watching, we're going from watching Fox to switching over immediately to Peacock because the Hall of Fame ceremony is getting going straight after SmackDown. It's going to be absolutely bonkers. It's going to be beautiful. Let's just enjoy it and then hopefully get through Monday Night Raw, which is always the best of the year, I hear. So I'm looking forward to being alongside you.
Oh, it is. Trust me. You're in for a treat. The Raw after WrestleMania is always magical for a litany of reasons. The best fans in the world, they hang around, the most passionate members of the WWE universe. This weekend really is, in my opinion, and I would say the opinions of many or most, a celebration of sports entertainment. That's what WrestleMania has become. While, yes, we are catering to all audiences, it is a true entertainment phenomenon. There are people who don't watch WWE for the rest of the year that pay attention to what goes on this weekend. But for those who follow us, for those who spend their hard-earned money, who sit down Monday night or Friday night or watching NXT or whatever you're into, even if you have another company that you prefer to watch, WrestleMania is about everything great in sports entertainment. It is the best fans in the world all converge at the same place. It's rare when Corey Graves, old jaded, grumpy, shouting at clouds in the sky, old man Corey Graves, is genuinely excited. But you and I were talking about it in Phoenix after Raw on Monday, how exciting that there is an energy in the air, in the backstage area from the live fans. It's like they've been louder lately. Everyone's fired up. This is a game-changing event that truly could change the course of WWE history. You mentioned 100%. It, John Cena and Austin Theory kicking off the weekend. Yeah, that John Cena, the GOAT. John Cena in the opening match on the opening night of WrestleMania because it's that big. It's going to be bookended. I am imagining that it's going to be Roman and Cody will be the last match to go on, that everybody will witness the outcome of that. But talk about a bookend for a weekend. John Cena and Austin Theory, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, and so much in between. KP, off the top of your head, what are you most excited to watch this weekend? And I know you can't pick just one thing. It's an impossible question to answer. But what stands out to you right now?
It is impossible. And we've also touched on the fact that it feels like a landscape shifting WrestleMania in many ways, but younger superstars breaking through. Rhea Ripley against the 14-time world champion Charlotte Flair. Austin Theory is mentioned against Cena. I immediately jumped to Seth freaking Rollins against Logan Paul. And the build up to this has been spectacular. We haven't exactly seen Logan Paul around all that much, but when we have, man, has he made an impact on that show. The what is it, titanium reinforced right hand that you mentioned on Monday Night Raw twice, knocking Seth freaking Rollins out. Seth is, we've waxed lyrical about him. You've waxed lyrical for many moons about Seth freaking Rollins and how special he is as a performer, as a wrestler. He's going to want to get his paws all over Logan Paul, and he's not going to have any support. There's no more distractions, you know? I just cannot wait to see a brilliant match between Seth and Logan, and I think that may be the match that may steal it, but then again, there's also Cody Rhodes.
I won't argue. I won't argue that point. I fully expect Rollins and Logan Paul to steal definitely the night, if not the entire weekend, because let's be honest, Rollins is operating on a different level than just about anybody else right now. No, he may not be the face of the place like Roman is right now, but Rollins is right up there. If Roman is 1, Rollins is 1A as far as guys who can really steer the ship and represent this place to the best of his abilities. Also, Rollins has been very open and honest that he goes out there every night, never mind at WrestleMania, to steal the show, to show everybody that he truly is the best. Logan Paul, love him or hate him, has done nothing but over-deliver in the times we've seen him in WWE. This, to me, is a recipe for magic. Athletically speaking, 2 of the most gifted athletes on the planet. Charismatically, 2 of the most charismatic superstars in the world. This is going to be a special matchup, and I think the entire world is watching and waiting, and I don't know that anyone can really call which way it's going to go.
Well, I'm going to ask you that question then. Who? I know it's always asked in this who needs it more? Because this is a really good match to dissect in that sense. Seth has been knocked out twice. Seth went out 3 times against Cody Rhodes last year and lost each and every time. Yet he's still operating at a different level, as we've spoken about. It hasn't rattled him much. But when does it get to a point where Seth freaking Rollins needs to win a main event match like this?
I would say if you ask Seth now, in the mind of Seth Rollins, this truly is must win, which makes me salivate a little bit more because of the length to which he's going to be willing to go to emerge victorious in SoFi Stadium. But the same has to be said for Logan Paul. Logan Paul is a guy that needs a few marquee victories under his belt in WWE. He took the Tribal Chief to the limit. Logan Paul earned the respect of the WWE Universe in that match, but Logan needs a few W's on his side. And what better place to do it than WrestleMania? The whole world's going to be buzzing win, lose, or draw because it's Logan Paul and the brand that he's built for himself throughout the entertainment world. But wouldn't Seth Rollins love to be the guy who embarrasses Logan Paul, that is shown on ESPN, all over social media, everywhere that Logan Paul has a presence? I'm sure Seth is really, really excited at the prospect of stomping Logan's skull multiple times into the canvas in front of 75,000 plus people.
Man, one of the, I shouldn't say highlights, no offense, Seth, but the moment with Mustafa Ali, when he said to Seth, they didn't even know who you were. You know, they come in here to WWE and you're now going to become famous because of them. But you know, deep down inside, there's an element of truth to that all these Logan Paul followers are now looking at this guy called Seth freaking Rollins for the very first time, who's been a king in WWE for a long time. And there's an absolute element to this because he brings that celebrity factor from afar, right? He's elevating WrestleMania as a whole. He is absolutely doing that, whether you like it or not. But Seth freaking Rollins is still able to operate on a completely different level. And it will be that bit sweeter for Seth to go and beat Logan. And as you say, be on ESPN, be making the headlines on those morning shows the day after. It's going to be interesting, man. There's a part of me really wants Seth to win, having witnessed what we've witnessed on Monday Night Raw and seen him flat out like that. It's just a rarity. And to go and shut Logan Paul up in front of 75,000 plus fans that will be singing his song is going to be an epic sight.
It definitely is, but if you're talking about epic sights, you need not look any further than the colossal, gargantuan clash. I was a little too close to for comfort on Monday night.
How was that, by the way?
My God. It's always impressive to see Omos in person. He is a sight to behold unto himself. And then Brock, for as long as Brock is around, it's almost like you've forgotten what a monster human being Brock Lesnar is. When Brock hit the ring and clotheslined Omos, I was about 3 feet away, and just the sound, it was carnage. It was unbelievable. We've talked about it a lot. I don't expect it to be a long match. I don't expect it to necessarily be a technical classic by any stretch of the imagination, but it's going to be interesting to watch. Omos has the power to do things to Brock Lesnar that nobody else has. Brock Lesnar lives for a challenge. The bigger, the better. I actually went back and watched Brock in his MMA career against a guy called Hongman Choi, who was a 7-footer. And the Beast had a pretty strong accounting for himself in that battle. So this is not Brock's first foray into battling giants.
Did he win that match?
Yeah, he won.
Okay.
I think.
Right. Okay.
Damn it, you asked me that. Now I have to look it up. I didn't watch
Sorry, but hey, what height are you, Gravy?
I 6'1", 6'1" and a half.
Because you were dwarfed by them, man. I'm looking at you in the ring alongside Adam Pearce, who's a tall fella as well. And I'm like, I'm glad it's not me in there. But then I was left on commentary. And for some damn reason, the word scale couldn't come to my mind. And I said, the weighing machine. I said, Brock lifts up the weighing machine.
The weight machine. Kevin,
did I say weight machine?
Amongst all the chaos, you said weight machine.
Using the weight machine and Omos with the boot.
And the only reason I heard it was I had the broadcast in my in-ears when I was in the ring. So I could hear what you were saying. I couldn't say anything about it. But while Brock and Omos are these two titans clashing just mere feet in front of me, it gave me pause. I went, did he just call it a weight machine?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. And then I got a little birdie in the ear to say, you know, it's called a scale in this country. I was like, it's called a scale in Ireland too. Just didn't think of it.
You were caught in the moment. You were scared. You were scared to death by the massive human beings in front of you, Brock Lesnar and Omos. And I don't blame you. But looking up and down the card, think about this fatal four-way tag team matchup, particularly the men's side of things. The women's side, I'm sure will deliver, will be fantastic. But what we saw on Monday were the 8 men involved in the fatal four-way tag match, in the 8-man tag match. Try saying all that 2 or 3 times fast. I think it may have stolen the show Monday night on Raw. The Street Profits and Ricochet and Strowman emerged victorious, but the Vikings looked like total badasses. So did the Alpha Academy. I think there's a lot of people that are going to be talking about this in the wake of WrestleMania, which is crazy to say because it was sort of a last-minute addition. It may not be one of the biggest attractions or one of the sexiest matches of the weekend. But what all 8 of those guys have in common is that chip on their shoulder going, oh, okay, this is what you got. All right, great. We'll do it. We'll take it. We'll make the most of it, and we will over-deliver, and that's what you're going to see, I guarantee you, this weekend.
They could have their WrestleMania moment at SoFi Stadium. Think about what we saw from Otis, reminding us of his brutality and his sheer force with those perfectly sculpted nails. Then you have Ivar, and you perfectly said it on commentary about his athleticism. I mean, the guy is stupidly athletic for the size and the build of Ivar, of the Viking Raiders. You go across the Street Profits, we all know what they're capable of. But it's Braun Strowman and Ricochet for me, Gravy. They're infectious right now. There's something about that chemistry between the two fellas that were called bald on Friday Night SmackDown by the Street Profits. It's a thing of beauty to see Braun lift Ricochet the way he does. A swanton bomb from the top of Braun Strowman all over the opponents. I'm going to go with Braun and Ricochet. There's a lot of momentum building with those two right now, and excited to see what you come up with for a tag team name.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying. I was
tell.
Googling Hongman Choi and Brock Lesnar. Apparently the fight never even took place. I remember reading about it.
So you've just made a total balls of this situation.
No, we got to cut that whole entire bit out of the thing is what we need to do now. So now I'm totally...
All right. Do you want to talk
Vic
Cody
Josephed me. You Vicked me is what you just
Sorry.
did, KP. You Vicked the out of me.
Sorry.
All this has to go now.
No, this is great. This is wonderful. Just keep it rolling.
This is look. Old Gravy's mind is doing somersaults right now because I've got 94 hours of commentary to do in the next 4 days, and even my producers are not helping me out here. I'm a man without a country. I'm about to be Dr. WrestleMania because I think the Mr. WrestleMania thing belongs to Sean. But as far as like hours dedicated to WrestleMania, I think Old Gravy's about to take the W on that. Help me out here, KP.
I'm a trained journalist. I'm a trained journalist. You're bringing up the fact that Brock, but Brock, you say Brock's had a match against a 7-footer. Well, everybody and their granny wants to know: did he win the match?
Oh, it didn't happen. It was supposed to happen. I remember Brock wasn't with WWE at the time. I'm an expert on WWE. Because I thought it sounded cool. I thought he beat Hongman Choi. I watched somebody beat Hongman Choi. I've seen Hongman Choi fight. Plus, it's a lot of fun to say Hongman Choi.
Yes,
the guy is an MMA fighter who's 7 feet tall. He was supposed to fight Brock. I remember being excited about it. I never saw the fight happen. So, for all intents and purposes, Kevin Patrick, since you torpedoed my idea, Brock Lesnar, perhaps for the first time in his career, will collide with a 7'3" super athlete in Omos. You happy? I'm excited. I'm still excited, despite you poking holes in my theories and trying to make myself sound intelligent and knowledgeable.
Gravy, calm down. You've got a lot of broadcasting to do over the next week, all right?
I do.
Don't burn yourself out here on ATB.
This is on you, KP. I'm already delirious. I took a red eye back from Phoenix, as did you. I ran around like a maniac yesterday, and I don't know what the hell planet I'm on right now. My body doesn't know which time zone I'm in. I should be in LA. Instead, I'm in Pittsburgh. I'll be in LA tomorrow, but this is coming out on Friday. So I'm in the middle of the time-space continuum right now. It's broken. I am existing in alternate realities simultaneously, KP.
You know what? We may not even understand what our reality looks like on Monday. If Cody Rhodes defeats Roman Reigns, the landscape of WWE could be changed forever. You know, this is what Cody Rhodes took out his magic 8-ball, as we mentioned on the show, and predicted on SmackDown that Roman will lose, Jay will leave him, Jimmy will leave him, Paul Heyman will leave him, Solo will eventually leave him, and Roman will be on the island of relevancy by himself. There'll be no one else there. A Roman without his reigns. That was an incredible moment on SmackDown. And that prediction, if it comes true, Gravy, is such a game changer. There's a part of me doesn't want to see that happen because I'm enjoying what Roman and the Bloodline are doing so much. But at the same token, Cody's infectious. What he's doing is just magnetic.
It's too close to call. We discussed it last week here on ATB about how Roman hasn't lost a step. Roman hasn't slowed down. He has not produced any less. Cody Rhodes is red hot right now. Cody has forged an organic relationship with the WWE Universe. The fans are rooting for him, but I think a lot of people are caught in that same conundrum that you and I are in, where you want Cody to get his moment. You want Cody to finish the story, but I don't want Roman to lose. It's a big what if. And we asked the question last week, and here we are now days before the matchup itself, and we still don't have any more clarity as to who should be favored. Can you favor either superstar? because you should pick them both. Cody's the hot hand. Roman is the guy. Roman is not declining. Cody looks like he's ready to take the reins of WWE, no pun intended. It's going to have repercussions that will be felt for a long time. Whether by Monday we're still living on the island of relevancy remains to be seen, or we could be on the first page of a whole new chapter in WWE history. And new Cody Rhodes, WWE Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion. It could go plenty of ways. I can't wait to watch it unfold.
And the same could be said for the tag team match, because the Usos have the record reign, right? And yet the feeling is that KO and Sami have all this momentum, and you can be sure that the 75,000 plus fans in attendance, are going to go absolutely crazy when Sami's music hits and KO enters too. And you just wonder, will the Usos still be there afterwards? That's why this feels like such a landscape shifting WrestleMania.
I agree with you. And as pertains to the Usos, what does the bloodline look like if the Usos lose their titles, but Roman keeps his?
Yeah, good point.
What happens if Roman loses his championship, but the Usos keep theirs? Are they the new heads of the table? I mean, there's got to be a sort of a power shift, definitely of the power dynamic within the bloodline. There are all these possibilities that hopefully we get some answers to Saturday or Sunday, or maybe by Monday. Or if we don't get our answers, who cares? Because it's a really, really fun time to be involved and just riding with the story.
You have me thinking, though. Roman's not going to like that. If Roman is a man without his reins and there's Jey Uso and Jimmy with their titles...
I'm just saying, I'm just floating the ideas out into the ether, into the zeitgeist, the WrestleMania zeitgeist. Thank you all for hanging around and enjoying this WrestleMania primer edition of After the Bell. Do not miss our full interview with WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. It'll be available here on WWE's official YouTube page this coming Monday. Good luck fighting the LA traffic. Everybody, I hope you enjoy WrestleMania as much as we do. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you Monday. Like what you hear? Catch full episodes of After the Bell wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us now and never miss an episode.